So welcome. We're here together at this as the sun is going down on the fast of the 17th of Tammuz. And I'd like to use this time for really a little meditative prayer for the temple. And first, I'd like to read for you important verses that what we're experiencing right now through the breaking is the rebuilding. Just like a seed has to decompose before a new plant is going to emerge, I feel like we're going through that on many levels, like on a national level right now in Israel, maybe even on a global level in the whole world. Lots of things are breaking down. And in my personal level, I'm experiencing that. I had a dream about breaking a lot of plates. Like one plate was breaking the other plate was breaking the other plate. I had that Thursday night, and that can mean like new good things are opening. You're leaving the old behind. You're breaking the old. And that's why one of the reasons why at a engagement or wedding, we break a plate to symbolize a new thing is opening up. And so that night, Thursday night, when I had that dream, Friday night, just the next day or even less than a day after, the same day, because it was in the middle of the night, this dream, and I actually broke a plate. And I hadn't broken a plate in like many years. I've been really careful when I do my dishes. I dropped a knife on top of the plate in the sink, and it just like split into many pieces. So it's like, whoa, something good is gonna happen. You know, as we always say, when something breaks, it's kapara. And I hope that my divorced son will get remarried. That's a different son than the one I've spoken about, because it can be and he was here with some of his kids for Shabbat when it happened. So it's just like, who knows? In any case, so here's the psuk I like to share, and we can discuss it together. It's in Yirmeyahu. Hoi ki gadol hayom. Hoi, for the day is great. סליחה, hoi ki gadol hayom ahu. Ho, for the day is great. Me'ain kemohu, there's none like it. Ve'et tzara hi leYaakov umimeno yivashea. It is a time of distress for Yaakov, and through this distress he shall be saved. Meaning, the distress itself is causing the salvation. And this is what the Biala Rebbe Tzatzal said about October 7, when it started to happen. And he mentioned this pasuk. This is a hard time for Israel, but we're going to save through that. A lot of people, when they do have a breakdown, new and greater things emerge. And so the explanation of the Midrash that I'm just going to read in English. The Holy One, blessed be He, through that which He strikes, He heals, as it stated. For I will restore health to you, and I will heal you of your wounds. In Yirmeyahu, the same pasuk that I just read in Hebrew and English. With the wounds that I smite you, I heal you. From where is it derived? No, that it is so from the Holy One, blessed be He. Come and learn from what happened at the waters of Mara when the Jewish people came out of the Exodus. He indicated a bitter item to cast into the water, and the water was made sweet. As it stated, Hashem showed him a tree, and he cast it into the water, and then the bitter water became sweet. And so that's also used this psuk as a support for homeopathy, and this whole concept is very, very much embedded in the Torah, in what we read in Yirmeyahu, from the problem itself, from the breaking comes the healing. And so what was broken on the 17th of Tammuz, lots of things were broken. So here, who knows what was broken on this day, or what happened on the 17th of Tammuz? This is very important that you should know, Batya.
I just read about it today. The Chet Egel was one of the things.
Yes.
It was an idol put in the temple.
Wait, the first thing is the Chet Egel, and that caused the breaking of the tablets. So that's the main thing that was broken, like the tablets of the Torah. But from it will be rebuilt, and we know because of this, because of the sin of the golden calf, we got the Mishkan, we got the tabernacle. Not that God didn't plan it in advance, and we were supposed to have that tabernacle anyway, but the way it was elicited was through the breaking, and the tabernacle, the Mishkan, became the kapara, the atonement, and we got on Yom Kippur the second tablets. And go ahead. So that's the first things that happened. The first thing that happened today. And what else? Yeah, you were gonna say, Batya. Go ahead.
Idol was put in the temple.
So the second thing is actually in order that the sacrifice of the daily offering, the tamid, in the first temple was destroyed, and then number 3, I'm sorry, it was interrupted, not destroyed, but interrupted. They stopped it. And then came the third thing, what you just said. The walls surrounding the city of Jerusalem were breached before the destruction of the second temple, and before the destruction of the first temples, the walls were breached on the 9th. But on the 17th of Tammuz, the walls around Jerusalem were breached, leading ultimately to the destruction of the second temple. So the walls were broken. That's the third thing that happened. The fourth thing that happened is Apostamus, the wicked, burned a Torah scroll. And the fifth thing that happened is wicked Jewish people set up an idol in a temple sanctuary. But the main thing I would say is the breaking of the temples the breaking of the tablets due to the golden calf and the walls surrounding Jerusalem breaking. So even though there were 5 things, the 2 main ones is about the breaking. So let's do a little meditation about breaking and about healing from breaking. Okay, I'm gonna call upon Hashem because I did not prepare anything, and so Hashem will help us. So let's close our eyes and take some deep breath. And just be aware of our body that's empty inside, our body that has been fasting for almost the whole day. There's just less than an hour left, and we feel that humility before Hashem. Hashem, I'm doing this for you. I'm doing this because I'm broken. I'm hungry and broken. I'm empty inside. Feel the brokenness in your life, in your surroundings, in your country. Get in touch with that brokenness. That hollow inside, which is crying to be refilled. And through that hollow that's crying to be refilled, imagine that brokenness, all the shards in your lives, all the things that is not the way you had hoped for, all that brokenness, whether it's with family, whether it's with your own goals, whether it's with your own moods, your own body, your family, your friends, your circles, your home. And even though Hashem is doing so many miracles in this war, there are still broken homes, broken walls, and broken families. Something so sad. But throughout all of those brokenness, we feel we're crying out to become healed. That empty space within us, that hunger, is not just a hunger for food. It's a hunger for rebuilding and taking these shards one by one and making an even more beautiful vessel. The yearning to be rebuilt is the greatest vessel of building. So through the brokenness, we shall be rebuilt. Through the brokenness. Imagine, visualize, seeing each of these shards, one by one, coming together, a beautiful vessel, different, more patchworked, but imagine painting an interesting pattern on all the patchwork of putting these shards together. They may have different colors. They may even be made of different kind of material. And all together they'll form this beautiful new vessel. The vessel of healing. The vessel for healing for yourself, for your family, for your surroundings, for your community, for your country, and for the whole world, the whole universe. This building that we are all yearning for, and the Shekhinah, the divine feminine indwelling presence, is yearning for more than ever. Imagine what you will put inside this vessel, what healing you yearn for. What will this vessel contain? As we approach the end of this auspicious day of the 17th of Tamuz, which it's written about it in the Torah, that Aaron said to the people who wanted to build the golden calf on this day, Chag LaHashem Machar. This is a holiday for God tomorrow. As we know, there is a morrow after time. What will the morrow bring? The morrow of the 17th of Tammuz will become a holiday of the celebration of the rebuilt temple and a return of prophecy to Israel. Imagine that happiness. Imagine all the mourning that we're experiencing now and the whole period that this day of the 17th of Tamuz is inaugurating, the 3 weeks Ben Hametzarim, between the strait, culminating in the 9th of Av. All of this period from the 17th, including the 17th of Tammuz and the 9th of Av, are going to be holidays and celebrations over the rebuilding of the temple. Imagine now what a holiday it's going to be today. Maybe next year already. B'ezrat Hashem. לשנה הבאה בירושלים, שנה הבאה בירושלים הבנויה, לשנה הבאה בירושלים, לשנה הבאה בירושלים הבנויה, לשנה הבאה בירושלים, בירושלים הבנויה. B'ezrat Hashem, may it be soon, and when you're ready, you can open your eyes.